Okay, thanks, Matt.
Today, students returned to the Florida high school where a gunman killed 17 people. It's been 2 weeks since the massacre. The school plans to have extra security guards and grief counselors trying to calm nerves and help students regain some sense of normalcy. The building where the shooting happened will remain closed for now. Many students are determined to honor their fallen classmates by continuing their fight for gun control and other measures to make schools safer. Just yesterday, Florida Governor Rick Scott announced plans to spend $500 million to make schools safe.
We need to pass reforms to make it virtually impossible for anyone who has a mental illness or danger to themselves ever to use a gun.
Today, President Donald Trump is set to meet with Republican and Democratic lawmakers, also discussing school safety and guns. A Minneapolis high school plans to have support staff on hand when classes start today.
Overnight, we learned the school was locked down because of a criminal running from police, not because that person was planning on causing violence at the school.
And we had thought it was going to be another school shooting. We actually thought people got hurt and stuff. So it was actually, yeah, it was bad.
Police responded to Patrick Henry High School in North Minneapolis around 3:30 yesterday afternoon. School had already let out for the day, but about 200 students were still inside. Police say a man who appeared to be armed was actually running from a squad car that he saw in the area, and he ran right into the school. WCCO's Jennifer Mayerly shows us the emotional reunions between students and parents, and spoke with one student who police mistakenly thought might be the person they were after.
Emotion overwhelmed parents and students.
You're okay. It's okay. It's okay. You're safe now, okay?
Dora Hill and her daughter were in different locations inside Patrick Henry High School when officials called a code red. That means it's a life-threatening situation.
At approximately 3:30,
police responded to the school after a report of a person with a gun was seen going inside. Students stayed in place while police searched the building room by room. As they cleared an area, police escorted students from the building.
And when we was going out, it was like guns and stuff.
One of them was mistaken for the suspect, believed to be in a gray jacket.
By the time I got outside, police officers told me to put my hands on my head, and then I'm in handcuffs and I'm in the car. They just waiting to get the full description, trying to see if I'm the guy or not.
His mom is frustrated her son had to go through that, but says she counts her blessings.
Thankful that nothing tragic happened, because these situations, it could have went anyway.
While students were checked in on a bus to stay warm,
I just want to see her.
This parent anxiously waited for her child.
I think of the parents in Florida. When I saw the ambulances lined up on the other side of the building, what that must have been like. And the fact that this will be with my daughter for the rest of her life.
And finally, after waiting nearly 2 hours,
relief.
Jennifer Mayerly, WCCO 4 News.
Police do have surveillance video of the suspect leaving the school. They plan on showing it to school officers, school officials, people in the area to see if they can identify who that person is. This latest scare and concerns over the shooting in Florida have lawmakers in Minnesota looking at what else can be done to keep kids safe.
Governor Mark Dayton says that he's open to any and all solutions, including some that may be controversial.
We want schools to be safe for students, for teachers, for parents, and we want to do everything we can to provide that assurance.
The governor plans to release his statewide school safety plan next week after a budget forecast is released today. The initiative would include security upgrades like bulletproof glass, steel doors, and armed guards. Governor Dayton says he believes it could pass a divided legislature. Stay with WCCO for continuing coverage.
A Brainerd man is accused of trying to poison an infant with antifreeze. Prosecutors in Crow Wing County charging 23-year-old Jeffrey Thomas with attempted murder. Criminal complaint says Thomas tried to poison a 4-month-old girl after his wife became upset that he fathered the child with another woman. They took the infant to the hospital after she became sick in January. Hospital tests showed that baby had ingested ethylene glycol, which is commonly found in antifreeze. She was treated and is now in foster care.
The government is warning people about shopping online. From travel mugs to cosmetics, counterfeit goods are flooding the market. Federal investigators purchased dozens of items from third-party sellers hosted by e-commerce sites, including Amazon, Walmart, and eBay. 6 out of 9 Yeti mugs turned out to be fake. With Urban Decay Cosmetics, every single one of the 13 they bought were counterfeit. The retail giants say they're committed to fighting counterfeits and booting them off the market. I actually have one of those Yeti mugs, and I'm going to go take a look at it.
Did you buy it from?
I think it was a gift.
Wow.
And I think it was from Walmart.
Yeah.
So there's a good chance.
Well,
with
Walmart, what they're saying is when you buy online at Walmart, they have third-party sellers.
Okay.
So you have to be careful when you're looking at Amazon. Same thing. You see things that are shipped by Amazon, and sometimes it's shipped by Larry's cosmetics
and they have
factory.
different policies too.
Yep. So something to be aware of for sure. We're getting a new look at some new designs. They've changed things up for the old Dayton's building in downtown Minneapolis.
Oh, and it looks great too. All the while, demolition is underway. The builders have pulled out nearly 1,200 dumpsters of debris. 1,200. That's a lot. They say 75% of it's going to be recycled, though. Developers say they want to preserve the history of the building, and demolition has uncovered many treasures, including some antique Easter eggs and a fountain.
Actually, to me, the coolest thing is pulling away all of the department store walls, which department stores kind of focus on the retail, and exposing the windows. 5th floor, those round windows. It's amazing. When those get cleaned up, it's the views that you see out of the windows are amazing.
The new drawings show a food hall in the basement. Look at this is what it'll probably look like. It was designed with the help of chef Andrew Zimmern. There's so much history in that building, so I love that they're really taking great lengths to preserve it.
Absolutely, and fun for them, I'm sure, when you're like tearing stuff out and they under the floors found these beautiful terrazzo floors.
Yes.
And, so it'd be cool they'll preserve it.
Yeah, beautiful. Well, how